Hi guys, welcome to the next video of Node Express MongoDB Bootcamp. So in this video, let's now talk about refactoring our route for the nodes that we have already built. We have created four APIs actually for the get, put, post, and delete. Get, post, updating and delete, right? And this is for sending the page not found. Okay, so for optimization, let's now you can see that this is a separate function that we have added. It's better to create a separate function for all this and add the reference of the function over here. So I'm going to create a new function. So I'm going to write get nodes, and after that I'm going to write this thing. Okay, and I'm going to place the name of get nodes over here. Okay, and just like this I'm going to do it for others. So now let's create a new function, and this is for get node by id. So I'm going to copy it. Okay, and here I'm going to paste this get node by id, and then this is for the post nodes. So create node, and I'm going to cut it, paste it, and copy the name and paste. Same for updation and deletion. So update node, and then I'm going to copy this whole thing and paste it over here, and copy this update node, and the lastly for the delete, cut, paste, and delete node, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all these references at one place. So I'm going to cut the get one, paste, cut this one, okay, and the lastly for the update. All right. So we have refactor our code and moved all these API calls logic at the top, and moved all the references and the name of these APIs at one place down. Okay, so now what I can do is, if you analyze it, you can see that the route of more than one APIs are same. For example, get nodes or a create node have the same structure of API. It's just that the method is different. So API slash nodes and API slash nodes, and other three APIs have the same structure of the API, like slash API slash nodes slash colon ID, and for other three API calls it is same, right? So I'm going to combine these common API calls in one line. So to update that, first of all, let's do it for get and post. So for updating it, uh, I can actually write slash API slash nodes and then dot, and I can write the get, and then I can write get nodes, and then I can call the get again. Okay, and the second function for this is the create node. Okay, so now I have converted both of these API calls into one line. Let's convert the other three into one line as well. So let's copy it, and Now I'm going to update this. So let's copy and oh, this is for the post. Okay. So now I'm going to add the get, and this is for the get node by ID. And then I have the patch. This is for the update node. And then I have the delete. This is for the delete node. Okay. And now I'm going to remove this thing. Right? So I'm going to save it. And now let's run this script and see. We have not make any logical change, but we have just refactor our routing structure. So let's see index.js. There seems an error. Let's see. Okay, so there is one last thing that we needed to do. Since we have already set the get post, get patch ID, and the delete over here, we cannot write get over here. We need to write a route keyword over here because we are targeting this is the route, and the get method gives to refer to these functions. Okay, now let's save it. And now if I run the node index.js, you can see that there is no error. Now let's go and let's try to get nodes. Let's send. So now you can see that this API is working fine, and update. This is working fine. Get one node. This does not exist. We can pass this, and it should return us a particular node. So all of our APIs are working fine and we have refactored it. In this video, we are not talking about creating different files, but in the upcoming videos we will do. And one last thing in this video, just to give you an update, if we write a question mark after any particular param, uh, param means that we can have more IDs after that, more params as well. So for now, we only have this colon ID. If we write a question mark, it will become optional, means that the client cannot or is not supposed to pass or send the ID over here, right? If it does not pass an ID, still it will trigger, but it will not throw an error. So if you want to make an ID optional and set the default node, that if the ID is wrong or is not, you can check if ID does not exist, then you can return a default node, just an example. Okay, but if there is a case you need it optional, you can write a question mark after it. So now let's talk about middlewares in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.